we've got a long one. I'm going to go as quick as I can through these. So we're going to start off with Animal Man by Grant Morrison, and so many great covers by Brian Boland. The first issue has the first appearance of Maxine Baker. She becomes the avatar to the Red. But there are so many cool covers, and the stories have been really good. This has been nominated for being one of the best single-issue stories years back. And this issue was a great suicide issue. First appearance of Mirror Master 2. But yeah, you can't get away from how awesome these Brian Boland covers are. And he did so many of them. First Sunshine Superman. This tied into the Final Crisis stuff, which is really cool. And this is when Grant Morrison himself interacted with Animal Man. But yeah, sorry, there's so many comics to get through in this video, and I'm just gonna go through real fast. And they're available in our store and on our website, our online store, thecanadiancomicbin.com. Like, what issue is that? That's 57, all Brian Boland covers. And we did a whole mess of New Avengers. I haven't updated this section in such a long time. So, here you go. Full runs, First Collective, Frank Cho covers, First Ronin, first issue, last issue. But I was huge into reading in this area. First full Brother Voodoo as Sorcerer Supreme and his cameo. I was huge into reading in this. First partial Dark Avengers, there's a couple of those. And Bendis was everywhere on Marvel. Like, he was writing X-Men, Avengers, Spider-Man, events, and all sorts of stuff. First full Skrull Queen, a couple of those. Look at how many of those we got. The Echo issue, multiple copies. Usually I take the multiple copies out so I can go through these piles quicker, and I totally forgot to do it. They're saying the first symbiote cover, like another hero, not Venom, obviously. Okay, more. First Maria Hill, some Finch, first Illuminati. The price on that has sunk. Super affordable now. Mike Deodato. I remember when I used to get all of these things signed by the artists. They would come around, fan expos, and I'd get their signatures, and it would be free. And that's not the case anymore. I have long since sold big chunks of my collection because you narrow it down when you own a store, because you can't collect everything. Partial black order, full black order, which is, collections coming into the store kind of fills the hole of that. I want to collect this and that and this and that, so I'm always seeing lots of cool, neat things. But yeah, my collection has been narrowed down, which is good for the wallet. But, I still consider the store stock my collection every now and again. Delato, last issue, and this is like the blending of the Ultimate Universe and the regular 616 universe. First X-Corp and Zorn, just a couple of stray X-Men's in there. How good is that? This book always sells. Like, it's just a classic 90s comic. Kick-Ass, 1 to 7, yeah, full set. We did have a number 1 from volume 1, but someone scooped it immediately. You gotta be quick. But lots of variants, lots of issues, Hit Girl stuff as well. There's her first miniseries, all complete. And yeah, lots of variants, all the time with the variants, right? Dick Tracy sold out. We got another copy. Jet Dream number 1. This is going to be a random pile. Wonder Woman, Hunter Killer 0 to 12. And then we have a bunch of variants. This is a Mark Silvestri thing. Some convention exclusive, some variants. How about a J. Scott Campbell variant you don't ever see? I've never seen that one before. Jim Lee variant. John Cassidy. Another exclusive. Momoko variant. There's a Finch variant. Stephen Platt cover. And Alan Moore. This is a Dynamic Forces variant. Back when Alan Moore wrote for Rob Liefeld. Full set, Broken Trinity, all Dale Keown, black and white. I think that was an incentive, but I'm not 100% sure. I know this is an incentive cover, but I don't know the ratios to get it. Early Robert Kirkman. And some Bully Wars, Scotty Young. There's a couple of Scotty Young variants. This is a Comic Book Legal Defense Fund variant. This was auctioned for something, nothing came of it, so it's kind of sunk down again. Battle Hope. This was also optioned, McFarlane Inks. And number 4 black variant is a tough find. Capullo variant. Do a Powerbomb, Daniel Warren Johnson series. A couple of Stray Crows, and a Rob Zombie issue. Okay, we did a bunch of Spider-Man 2, so let's do some spectacular. Late in the run, you know, they're always not floating around completely. We got our first cameo of Alexei Kravenov, his first full appearance. First cameo of Maddie Franklin. And some nice Hobgoblin covers there. I always love this cover. It's this is one I liked from Mita Jr. But he is a little older now, you know. I hear some complaints about his artwork, but he is a classic artist with so much under his belt. The Death of Dr. Octopus. I really liked Spectacular during this run too. It just seemed like a little more serious. I don't know, a little darker, I suppose, than Amazing Spider-Man or Web Spider-Man. And the Buscema art kind of fit that dark tone. Second Cloak and Dagger. I still have a few Spectaculars to get up. This is a super low grade first Frank Miller on Daredevil, so if you want a copy, it's only 5 bones. Before we get to more Spider-Man, we put out a bunch of Archie, and there are a couple of bangers in here. Most of it is your generic Archie that people just like picking up Archie comics, and that's great. But there's a couple of Betty and Veronica covers, and I'm guessing it's just because it's an iconic cover. Cover detached, but this one goes for a fair bit, maybe because of Sabrina on the cover. This one was selling in poor grade for up to $100, which is kind of crazy, but I guess it's just the cover that people enjoy. And it's not an innuendo cover, so it doesn't have that kind of pull. And yeah, we will put out more Archies as we go on, but let's do some Web Spider-Man. It's been a while for this title as well. Got some nice high-grade issues. A few Canadian price variants. Everybody scoops up this storyline as soon as it gets in. First Spider-Man 2099, but it's only on a poster, so it's not really in the comic. First Bloodshed, his first spider armor. We're getting close to that 10-minute mark. First cameo Ben Reilly, first full Ben Reilly, first Judas Traveler, got a newsstand, first Kane. Another one where I should have pulled out the doubles. Shouldn't wait so long to get these videos out. There's your last issue, always tough find. There's a high-grade first issue. And we got some annuals too. Those Maximum Carnage, always a good seller. Canadians. The second volume, I love this cover. Paul Jenkins is a really great Spider-Man writer in my opinion. And if you haven't read any of his stuff, I think you should start with his Peter Parker Spider-Man run. I thought it was great. Mark Buckingham, known for Fables, was the artist on that. And a couple of those Planet of Symbiotes. Secret Invasion, another one we have not really put much out in a long time. So there you go, some stray issues, some reprint variants, one-shots, and there's going to be some complete sets in here. Full set, one shot, full set. This one actually connects, which is really cool, by Dodson. Full set of the Illuminati. I like this one, going through all the major storylines in the Marvel Universe. Full set, Volume 2, 1 to 34. Full set, Clive Barker, The Great and Secret Show, 1 to 12. Couple stray New Mutants. Judge Dredd, Darkhold. Yeah, this is a random pile. Ooh, Valiant. I always like putting these out. No one ever does. Hardcore, last issue. Grimjack, number 75. One Straight Jurassic Park. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, 1 to 6, complete. And the kitchen sink, number 1. And there you go. Holy, just cracked 10 minutes.